from Live Sail Die, and I'm with these two little kids here, Lockie and Leo Wells. We're going to have a chat with Lockie about sailing an Optimist. Hey Lockie, how are you going today?
Good.
You're down here at, where are we?
Howick Sailing Club.
And Lockie, tell me, how old are you?
I'm 10.
And how long have you been sailing an Opti?
Since I was 8.
And do you absolutely love sailing an Opti?
Yes.
Yeah. And who's this little guy standing next to you?
This is my little brother,
And what's your little brother's name?
Leo.
And does Leo sail Optis?
He's doing learn to sail.
Okay, so Lockie, tell us, why are we down at Howick Sailing Club today? What's going on?
So I'm doing my training. Yeah.
And Lockie, what level of Opti are you at now?
I just finished Green Fleet and going to start sailing with my friends.
Awesome. And are you and your friends going to sail at regattas?
Yes.
Hello Annabelle, how are you today?
I'm good.
Now, why are you down here at Howick Sailing Club today?
I'm going out for a sail with Lockie and his dad.
It's going out for a sail now. You guys going out training?
Yes.
And what are you guys going to be working on today?
Our roll tax.
Do you enjoy roll tax?
Yes.
Do you enjoy sailing an Opti?
Yes.
Now, what's the coolest part about sailing an Opti?
I'm not sure. I like everything. Definitely being out on the water and just being there with everyone and enjoying it with all your friends.
And how long have you been sailing?
I've been sailing since I was 8.
And how old are you now?
At 12.
So you've been sailing for 4 years?
Yes.
Oh, you must be an expert in the Opti.
I'm okay.
You're still learning?
Yes.
And every day's a school day, isn't it?
Yes.
Now tell us, what's the best part about an Opti? I mean, what are these little ropes here? What do they do?
Those keep the sail onto the boom and onto the mast, so the sail doesn't go flying away when you're out racing.
And what's your favourite point of sail when you're out in the water?
Downwind.
Why do you love downwind?
Because it's fun trying to kite the boat and just letting the sail out and just the wind going on the sail, and you get it pumped down through the waves.
So do you like tacking or jibing?
They're both okay. The only thing with jibing is it can come across quite unexpectedly.
Have you ever been knocked in the head with the boom?
Many times.
I think we all have, haven't we?
Yes.
Now tell us, when you're tuning your sail, what are the things that you look at?
My vang and the split, and then also the outhaul, which is the white and red rope.
How much shape do you want in your Opti sail when you're out there racing?
It depends how the conditions are. If it's really heavy, you're wanting your sail flatter so you don't have as much wind and it's not as blowing. But then in lighter airs, you're wanting more of a crease in the sail so that so more wind will push you along.
Seriously.
All right, now Lockie, I haven't sailed an Opti before, so can you point a few things out to me? What are the key components on an Opti?
So we got the main sheet. You use this pretty much the whole time. And I don't have my rudder on yet, but your rudder goes at the back here.
And that's pretty important too, isn't it?
Yeah, because you need to steer. Centerboard, so the centerboard case here.
Yeah.
And that will help you keep your sail straight.
And what's this rope here? What's this one do?
This is the vang, so if you want, you kind of in different wind strengths, you tighten it or loosen it and it'll pull the boom down, like push it down.
Now tell me, what about this yellow rope here? What does this one do?
So the spread, and it'll pull the sail and flatten it or loosen it.
Whoa, do that again, show us that again.
So flatten the sail.
Yep.
Or loosen the sail and make it have a crease for de-rigging.
Oh, is that where we have a nap?
Nah, it's the airbag, and it will help keep the boat afloat instead of it trying to sink.
And how long does it take to bail out your boat when you capsize?
Pretty long, because this is like a massive bathtub.
Now, Lockie, there's a big question among sailors.
Yeah.
Do you wear gloves or do you go bare hands?
I go gloves.
And why do you wear gloves?
so I don't get sore hands or blistery hands.
And do you wear sailing boots?
Yes,
And why do you wear sailing boots?
to like stop hurting your feet and help you hike easier.
And do you absolutely love hiking?
Yeah.
You've been out here sailing, out here on the water out here. What's the most exciting thing you've seen out on the water while sailing?
Probably one day when we were out training, a pod of orcas came out and started swimming underneath us all.
A pod of orcas were out while you were sailing your opti.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
And what's been the coolest thing that you've seen out on the water when you've been sailing out here at Howick?
The orcas.
I heard that there's a lot of orcas that are here.
Yes, a whole pod of them came swimming underneath us once.
Now that looks like a pretty cool t-shirt. Where did you get that one?
The Predict Wind Girls Regatta.
And that one is at Kohimarama Yacht Club?
Yes,
And I hear that that's one of the best regattas in New Zealand.
yes.
And why is it like that?
Because you're sailing against a whole bunch of other girls and you're getting to know and find a whole bunch of new friends.
And what would you say to any girls that want to get into sailing? What would your advice be?
Definitely, it's really fun and it's just cool getting out on the water and experiencing it with all your friends.
Is sailing the best sport in the world?
Yes.
Now, what do you like the best, tacking or jibing?
They're probably like them both equal because they're probably the most important parts in the race.
And do you like going upwind or downwind?
Upwind's fast because like you're hiking in heavy winds. Downwind's pretty good, yeah.
Downwind's pretty good.
Yeah.
You said that you've got another boat as well. You've got a P class.
Yeah.
So after the P class, do you have any goals of what kind of boat you want to sail?
Maybe hydrofoiling boats.
Foiling boats. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. But now, Lockie, you're 10 and you started sailing Optis when you were 8.
Yes.
But you were a lot younger when you started sailing.
Yeah.
How old were you?
2.
2. And what kind of boat did you sail when you were 2?
A boat called Pretty Boy Floyd.
And what kind of boat is Pretty Boy Floyd?
Ross 40.
And what was your crew position as a 2-year-old on board Pretty Boy Floyd?
I was kind of chill,
You were just chilling out?
yeah, since I was a little young.
Did you take part in the naps? Did you have plenty of naps whilst on board?
Maybe. I can't really remember that long ago.
So when you go out training today, what are you going to work on?
Probably work on my roll tacks in light winds.
And tell us, what's the best thing about sailing?
Best thing, probably me being on the water, because I love being on the water.
Is it your happy place?
Yeah.
It must be pretty exciting to be back out on the water after being locked down for so
Yeah.
long. What was the best part when you finally got to get back on the water?
Probably me going back on the water and just enjoying it during being back on the water.
So what's the first regatta you're going to do, Lockie?
After lockdown, hopefully Sir Peter Blake.
Now tell us, Annabelle, we've been in lockdown for quite some time here. What are you hoping is your first regatta that you get to compete in?
I don't really mind anything. I'm just wanting to get out there and start competing again.
Rumour has it that your dad does a bit of sailing. Does he try to coach you as well?
Yes,
Do we listen to Dad when he coaches?
we should. Yeah.
So what would your advice be to any kids who don't currently sail?
I will say that being on the water is very fun and like we really enjoy it, and it'll be amazing for you guys to hop on and enjoy sailing or like boating or something. It's really fun.
Is it like, honestly, like the best thing to do in your spare time?
Yeah.
Would you agree, Leo? What's the coolest YouTube sailing video you've seen?
Most coolest YouTube video that I've seen. Probably Live Sail Die.